Now, before we move on to our Java application, Java part that will be receiving this data, we always need to commit our changes, whatever we've done. So we could revert to our previous stage of development whenever we wanted. Here I made some changes, minor changes in terms of I renamed our socket as a video socket. And also, if some exceptions happens in this code, into this try block, it will be caught in the exception block, and we will close the camera, we will close the socket, and we will sleep for a couple of seconds just to release, make sure that these resources has been released, because right after that we will run into try block again. We are in this while group, and we will attempt to create again the camera, the pi array, and we start accessing this camera hardware and receiving frame data from it. But anyway, once we did it, we need to commit our changes. So you see, now we have some files that we created. So we add them first. Now they would be all ended up in the staging area. Also, we can see all other commits, but first let's commit it. So we commit it with message video streamer created. Okay, we committed, and now if we see it, you see all our commits, our configuration file, when we made it a Linux service, and our video streamer. Of course, I'm not gonna be doing this in each video because it will take unnecessary time. But remember, every change that you do, you commit it, and you assign a meaningful name to this commit, which is also very useful when you go to this, you see Git graph. That's why we installed it. In this Git graph you can see all of our commits. You see, first when we created Linux service, we only created this file. Then when we made a configuration in a previous lesson, we made changes in our application. You see, this is all the changes. Now again, for you guys that are familiar with software development process, it's maybe it could be boring. You can skip this lesson or this video, but I want to still run it for some of you guys that you might not be familiar with this. So you see, when we open this file, you can see all the changes that we introduced in this commit. That's the way it used to look before we made that change. Now it looks like this after the change. So those are the changes that we introduced. Very, very convenient. We can track our progress like this. And if we skip ahead to our latest commit, video streamer created, remember, here we have a video streamer new file, we have utils new file, and we made changes. You see, we removed 13 lines and added 2 lines. If we go into it, we can see, you see, this is all that we deleted from this file, and those here are 2 lines that we changed. Well, it was not much of a change. It only, you see, like empty spaces added at the end. But in more complex edits, you will see along with the lines that you deleted from the original file and lines that you added. Again, extremely convenient. So we can track very easily, we can track our progress, and if you work in a team, it's very easy to see who created this commit, what change was introduced into the project. You can track it, you can see line by line who did it. It's amazing tool, fantastic tool. So okay, I will not gonna be doing this again in these videos, but keep in mind that all of our changes will be committed like this, and later on you can very easy navigate through these lessons, through these changes, and you see step by step as those changes were created. Okay, now we move on to our Java application. It's gonna be very exciting.